Everybody. Your next comic, another favorite of mine. You may recognize him from Roast Battle Chicago. He's a regular on that show. And this is actually his Humble Jungle premiere. So everyone lose your fucking minds for Gabriel Alvizo, everybody!
Hello, everybody. I am in a good mood. I just quit a job that I fucking hated. Thank you. Yeah. I had this job for 5 years. I hated every single day of it. And then I just woke up the other day and I was like, you know what? Being a father is a shitty job. I fucking quit that morning. Yeah. My coworkers were cool, but my boss, she was a bitch, so. No, being a parent is hard. I had good parents. I had really good parents. I was very lucky because I could have had bad parents. I had a really good mom. I could have had like an abusive mom, a mom that didn't care, a drug addict mom, or even worse, I could have had a white mom. Ugh. Yeah, as I say that to a room full of white people. Man, the last thing I need is white parents. I mean, look at me. I know my skin is brown, but I have the vibe of a dude who's like, welcome to PacSun, I'm stoked you're here. I look like I quit PacSun to go to Zoomies because I heard the vibes were way sicker there, but yeah, man. I had a good dad too. My dad is a very good dad. My dad was a drug addict and an alcoholic, and I don't want to get emotional or anything, but today's actually a really special day for my dad. Today my dad turns 10 years sober, so that's like pretty exciting. Thank you. 10 years sober. Hell yeah. He's also been dead for 10 years today, but yeah. Sobriety's a journey, Everyone gets there their own way, so. Yeah. I love telling that joke. My dad hates that joke, so. I'm just kidding. He's never heard it. He's dead, remember? So, my dad is Mexican. I'm Mexican. It's cool. One person. Hell yeah. Always the loudest in the room. Being Mexican is cool. Some people can't tell that I'm Mexican because I don't look Mexican, I look more like I own a skate shop that will go out of business. Right? I love being Mexican. My favorite thing about being Mexican are Mexican parties. Mexican people throw the best parties, hands down. Oh, yeah. But if you're not Mexican and you show up, it can be kind of confusing, You're like, what kind of party is this? Is it a baby shower, a quinceañera, or a wedding? Usually it's all three because the person you're celebrating is 15 pregnant and married, so. We all know what a quinceañera is, right? Yeah? Yeah? If you don't know what a quinceañera is when a 15-year-old Mexican girl gets hit on by all of her uncles, so. I heard like one guilty Mexican dude right here in the front row. Are you Mexican? You're half, what's the other half? Chilean? Hell yeah. What about you? You Mexican? Did they just put all the Mexicans in the front? Oh yeah, you guys all came together in the same van? I love it. Yeah. I felt weird. I honestly, I was thrown off because all the back is white, and then I was like, oh, cool. Are you my cousin? It was very, very strange. So, oh yeah, man. I grew up in a town where it was all Mexican people, so when I first moved to Chicago, that's when I first met a Puerto Rican person. And, I learned this, that Puerto Rican people, they hate being called Mexican. Also, Korean people don't like being called Chinese. And I don't know if you know this, but Italian people, they hate being called gay little pussies. Yeah. Just found that out. Dude, I was thinking about books that I used to read in middle school the other day, and I thought of that book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Remember that book? Yeah. If you don't know Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is about this little Jewish girl that used to hide in an attic for a really long time. I'm reading the book. I'm like, go outside and fight your bullies, little pussy. Oh yeah, man. I moved here from California. I moved in with a friend of mine. He was one of my best friends until I moved in with him. Now he's my worst fucking enemy. I cannot stand this guy. He does this thing where he writes really passive-aggressive notes and then leaves them around the house for me to read. The other day I was taking a shit, and above the toilet paper he left a note that said, "Toilet paper roll goes over, not under." And I was like, that's fucking aggressive, And then the other day I went for a run and I left a glass of water on the counter. I come back, there's a note next to the glass of water. It says, "Clean up after yourself. I am not your mother." And then on the bottom he wrote, "Limited space." And the notes are just getting worse and worse. And I actually, I brought the last note that he wrote to read to everyone because I need people to know how much of a bitch my roommate is. So, oh, man, I can't believe this guy. He wrote, "The act of taking my own life is not something I am doing without a lot of thought." Okay, cool, you're on my side. Fucking thank God. For me, much of the world makes no sense. It doesn't make sense to this guy because he doesn't fucking listen. You know those guys? Pretty sure that's the last note that he's ever going to write. After I read it, I went to his room. Guess what? Just hanging out. I was like... So I left him a note. "Clean up after yourself. I'm not your mother." Okay. I'm done before I go to hell. Oh, man. I love telling that joke. My roommate hates that joke. So, just kidding. Never heard it. Dead. All right. Oh, man. I passed by a house the other day. You know those houses that have signs on their front lawn to let you know how woke the people inside the house are, right? Yeah. We all know that one sign. It's like colorful and it says, "In this home we believe love is love, no human is illegal, science is real," and like dentists aren't real doctors or whatever. Right? Dude, I think that would be great if someone took all those signs and just changed the last thing and then put them back. Because the people that buy the signs, they don't read them after the first time, but people walking by do. So there's just like people walking by, there's a house that says, "In this home we believe love is love, no human is illegal, science is real, and Puerto Ricans should be allowed to use the N-word." That would fuck up a white person's day. Should be like, "Oh, love is love, and Puerto Ricans can use the N-word." Okay, Becky! I'd love to have a house just so I could put like woke signs and then signs that I made that are almost woke, you know? I'd have that sign that says "Hate has no home here," but my sign would say "Racism is retarded." You know? I'd have a Confederate flag on my truck that says "Mexicans are hard workers." It's accurate but confusing, you know? And then I would top it off with like a big, beautiful gay pride flag that says, "If you're homophobic, you're a faggot." All right, some of you didn't laugh, and I am allowed to say the word. I know you can't just tell by looking at me, but I am homophobic, so I could say the word. No, I have a gay little brother. He doesn't have sex with dudes. He's just fucking gay. There's a lot of I was talking to white people in here. Hell yeah, make some noise, white people. Shut up. No. I think that the Mexican people probably can make more noise than all the white people in here, right? Okay, maybe not. Man, I love white people. I dated a white girl for 4 years. She was a rescue. I do like white people, but sometimes white people do some white people shit, you know? Like, the other day, I saw this white lady do the most white lady thing. I was going for a walk, and this white lady picked up her dog and kissed her dog on the mouth. Oh. Then she let the dog come inside her. I was like, oh, that is a whole new level of white. All right, my name is Gabriel Alvizo. Thank you very much, everyone.
Gabriel Alvizo, everybody, let him hear it. I want to go on the record and say that roommate suicide note joke is one of my favorite jokes I've ever heard in my entire life. But yeah, see, this guy gets it. One more time for Gabriel, everybody. Let him hear it.